In this video, we're going to take a look at an alarm clock application program for Linux users. And if you found this video on YouTube, I will provide a link below the video with steps for installing it on your system. Now, the way I'm going to show it is using an Ubuntu or Ubuntu Mate 22.04.1, the long-term support, but I do have links, so if you're using other distributions as well. Now, this is what it looks like, and in a few moments after I show you how to install it, we'll take a look at the program in operation. Now, it's just a basic feature that you can set an alarm clock for a particular time, or you can set it on a timer where it's like a countdown so that it will alarm after a certain period of time. Now, there's two ways that I show you to install it here. One is using your terminal. You can install it by putting the PPA. Adding the PPA to your system will install the most updated version. If you install it by just going sudo apt install the alarm clock applet, it will install basically the version from the Ubuntu repository, which is an older version. It will probably still work, but the newer version here is the more updated version. So you can also click to download the installation file. So if you look through here, there's some multiple application files, and as you can see, the last time it was updated was February the 6th of 2023. It's currently February the 13th, so it's a pretty new update. And you can kind of scroll through. You can look like Ubuntu 20.04.1. Here's the 22.4.1. So you find the one that matches your system. You find the operating system. I downloaded the AMD64, that's the one that I used, and that's the instructions that I have here. If you go with the PKG, which is the packages here, it's the same thing, but if you click, there's no Ubuntu 20.04. So basically adding the PPA will get you a newer version. If you just install it by the Ubuntu repositories, you're going to be basically installing the 0.3, but it would probably still work. So if you are installing it, I recommend that you choose this link or to add the PPA to get the newest there. So once you download the deb file, and if you're using anything other than Ubuntu, you can go like for Fedora users and things, you can click on the Fedora, which is the RPMs, and it shows you there's a third party as well, and it gives you more instructions for those users as well. So it's not just a Debian based system or Ubuntu based system. Here's the deb file that I downloaded. You access the file, double click it, and it will open up your package installer. Now, your package installer may look different. If you like the GDebi package installer because it's simple, you just basically open up the terminal and put that into your terminal to install GDebi, the package installer. Then you can click install package, type in your password, click authenticate, and then it will go through and it will download any of the dependencies it needs, and then it will install the program on your system. Once it's installed, it will place it somewhere in your menus. For my system, the way it stored was in the accessories, so you go to applications, click on alarm clock, and it will load into your system tray. So let me go ahead and minimize this while I show you the website. So once it's loaded here, you'll see that you got a little clock up here in the corner next to my video recorder, and next to my wallpaper changer. You can click on that and you can show to snooze all alarms. These two, they're dim because it's not currently alarming. Once it's alarming, you can tell it to snooze all the alarms, or you can stop all the alarms that's currently making noises or doing whatever it's doing. You can say show the alarms, and here's where I'll go and minimize the website. Here you can say show all the alarms, and it should here there on my taskbar, and you can see I set it for like 17, and it's on a 24-hour system. So let me click on to edit that. You can select or double click it, and this is currently an alarm that I currently set up. I have it for 6:55 in the morning. Notice there's no AM and PM, so after it goes past 12 o'clock during the daytime, it will then change, like the 12 will be 12, and then 13, 14, all the way to midnight. Midnight will be 000. You can say repeat once, so it just wakes you up one time, or you can have it to go once, weekdays, weekends, every day. So if you're waking up every day at a certain time, you can choose every day, and it will select each of these options here. Or you can manually choose one of these, and it will pick that particular time on that particular day for an alarm. You can set different alerts. You can come down here and choose any of the alerts, or select an alert or audio file on your system so that it will play that particular audio file. You can start a particular application. So if you want it to alarm instead of a noise, you can start an application program, but I just prefer to have a simple sounds. You can also create a timer. You can say add, And instead of an alarm clock, you can go to the timer. You can put whatever you want, put like lunch. You know, if you're just cooking something for, let's say, 10 minutes, you can come here and put 10. So if I put timer 000, the time I hit close, it's going to start playing the sound. And you can listen to the different sounds. You can select them, hit play. You're probably not hearing that through the speaker because I got headphones on, but it will play the sound. So once I hit close, it's going to immediately start beeping because it's set it to do it now. So when you hit beep, it's going to start. Now it's beeping in my earpiece. If you click here, these options are now where you can snooze all alarms or stop them. So I click stop and it will stop the alarms. Here's your preferences. You can choose to start this automatically. You want to do that if you're using the alarm for every morning, unless when you cut your computer on and you leave it on, you start it manually. I like to prefer to start it manually. I don't like a lot of things loading up here, especially if I'm not using them all the time, but you can choose to start automatically so that it loads the little alarm clock in your system tray each time you turn the system on. Or you can actually come up here to say show countdown label, and it will show you the countdown before the alarm goes off. So since it's currently here 1742, it shows you the countdown before the next morning alarm goes off. So if you don't like to see the countdown here, just go back to your preferences, uncheck that, hit close, and that disappears. That's basically the program. It's a simple program. It's not bloated with a lot of features. Here's where you can remove, like if I want to remove the lunch, I click select it, click here to remove it. That's the edit button. That's to add a new alarm feature to it. This is the stop. So if it's currently beeping and you got this menu up, you can hit the stop button. Again, the stop and snooze, they're not active because it's not currently alarming. Now this is just a little simple program. You know, I like simple programs because before, when I was a Windows user, I used to like the old Nero Burner. Then the new Nero Burner that it upgraded to was full of features that I didn't use. I considered it bloated software. I don't like bloated software. I like software that just does what it needs to and doesn't take a lot of space. So if you're looking for an alarm clock and you're a Linux user, you might want to give Alarm Clock a try. Hopefully this video has been helpful to you, and have a great day.